What is up, you guys? This is $1 Million Dream back again when you get another $1 million video. And today we're gonna get into I swiped the card through the cheeks and was asked credit or debit. I had lost my virginity. Perfect. I already know pretty much the significance of how I held my virginity and how I felt like I wanted to lose to someone that I remotely cared about. It didn't have to be someone I was in love with or like a girlfriend or a wife, but at least had to be someone that I at least cared about to some kind of extent, whether if it was a friend I trusted or a girl that I was, you know, involved with romantically. You guys already know that, but for the people that are just subscribing now and did not know that, now you know. I'm just gonna give like a breakdown of how the story took place and pretty much what happened, and basically my thought afterwards and do I think it was really worth it or not. But if you guys want to know more in depth of pretty much the story time of what happened with this girl, that's also my channel too as well, so you guys can check that out too. This video I'm not gonna be talking any ill will on this female. Like, this girl's living her life, she's doing her thing. I'm living my life, I'm doing mine. Yeah, she did me wrong, but you know, it is what it is. Life goes on. And the one thing I have learned in life is that a lot of times people are going to do what is best suited for them at expense of your own feelings and emotions. And that's his life and it is what it is, regardless of how selfish it might seem. Her choices made her most comfortable at that time and sacrificed, you know, how I felt in a relationship with me, but not even as far as like a boyfriend-girlfriend thing, but just as a friendship, you feel me? But nothing ever really lasts forever. Nothing is ever guaranteed, I would say that. Yeah, so, you know, like I said, I don't want anyone like bashing her or whatever. I haven't talked to her since those messages you guys saw, so she's doing her. Like I said, I'm doing me. Now let's get into the story time. Okay, so pretty much what had taken place, what happened was, I was already in the mindset that I didn't want to continue to be going out and fucking with girls all the time, because I was like in a mad, slutful, disgusting like era of $1 Million Dream. This is kind of when I really stopped focusing on making YouTube videos. I was really going through what I was going through, and I was like doing all types of shit, man. I was hooking up with girls on military bases. I was hooking up with girls in fucking dorms, college dorms, houses, like a wife. I did that one time. Also someone that was a husband. I've done some stuff. I wasn't fucking, but I was like getting top pretty much, like a lot. So I was like kind of I was definitely doing my thing. But during the time period I wanted to start getting back into posting videos, and it wasn't even so much about getting back and posting videos. I just kind of wanted to take a little break from going to the club, because I'm telling you guys, from viewers that are watching this, that whole lifestyle of getting caught up in like the fast life or club life, the nightlife, can get really intoxicating. Like, and that's why personally me, I am not attracted to girls, and I would never date a girl that has 70% of her pictures are either before a club, after a club, or during a club. Whether if it's on a yacht, a boat in Miami, if she has a shit ton of pictures in Miami, like you're not even from there, why are you always there? You know, like, you want all these fucking good times, like you should fucking sit down and watch a fucking good time movie set. How many times do you need to have a fucking good time, you feel me? So I was kind of taking a little break, and one of my friends at the time really wanted me to go out, because he had this girl that he was talking to, and one of her female friends was going to come, but it ended up being the girl that I was talking to. So, you know, I ended up saying like, nah, I wasn't really trying to go, but they ended up talking me into going, my friend at the time and our mutual friend, so I ended up going out. That being said, I'm sitting here chilling, minding my own business like I usually do, because I'm not the type of guy that's gonna be all up in a girl's face and always trying to like talk to them and shit, because that's just not me. Like, I'd rather just sit there and chill, and if we just naturally have a way of having a communication or having contact, then cool. But like, I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm not gonna go out of my way to like really mac on a girl. I'll say this too, like as far as going out to clubs and stuff, like one thing I really learned is like how to like really operate like with women amongst a certain demographic, like age group, especially like from 18, 21. All these 21 and up clubs in DC are like the big baller clubs. These are clubs like people, like celebrities go to. So whether if it's like Opera, Rose Bar, Abigail, St. Eve's, like these clubs are clubs that people go to and they have money, and the girls there aren't really easily impressed by niggas like me, you feel me? Because to them, I'm kind of like a regular guy. To some of them I might be like a little like but then when we go to the club, we're always in the sections, we're always in VIP, like we always have the bottles, like we'll be walking around with champagne bottles, like we're always fucking lit when we go out, right? So a lot of times when people see that, they're like, damn, like I want to be with them, I want to hang out with them. Or girls be like, yo, I want to be in that section, these niggas are lit, I always see them here, they're always fucking lit, I want to be associated with this crowd, right? So I already know how like women kind of think around this age group. When they see a guy like me, I'm like, it's like, see guys like us, it's like a superpower. It's like it's like a high that they want to be a part of, because it's like if they feel like they can get close to it, then they can kind of like inherit that same superpower. People that don't go out to the club like that, they don't really understand what I'm talking about. But if you go out to the club and you've been in VIP sections, you see how magically people want to be your friend, or magically you're like an attractive guy, and magically like girls want want to fuck with you. Like, this is how it works. I'm at the club, I'm chilling, I'm minding my own business. This girl, and I'm gonna tell you guys the reason why I bring that up, because this girl walks inside, right? And I don't even acknowledge her. I don't go to her, I don't give her no hug, I don't even pay her no mind, because I'm just not, you know, I'm not a groupie, I'm not a fan. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm a fucking fan. I'm sitting there chilling, I'm like the only guy that didn't even care to get up and acknowledge her. And I know as a woman that's pretty, that's used to getting attention from guys, they look at guys like me that sit there, don't acknowledge them. They're kind of like, damn, like, how come this nigga's not gonna get up and fucking, you don't see my titties looking nice in this fucking top? You see my ass poking out in these fucking jeans? Like, my ass look good in these, my Fashion Nova jeans. Like, what, he tripping? Like, how come he not noticing me? I have 5,000 followers on Instagram. I get 1,000 likes per picture, 50 comments per photo. Like, what the fuck did he think he is? You think he's not gonna get up and talk to me? Like, like, I wonder what he does. Like, I wonder what makes him think or makes him feel like I'm not worthy enough, right? And it makes me gain this mysterious aura around me, which does nothing but cause interest as far as why this guy, which is me, isn't noticing her, which is, you know, a girl, which is her. She ends up sitting next to me and we end up having a conversation. She kept trying and trying. I kind of thought she was annoying, but then I eventually give in. We go downstairs to get drinks, right? So we get 2 drinks, a group of us, but we both got the same drink, and she fucking asked me for a sip of mine. Like, that was already red flag number 1. I was okay. Like, I think she's trying to like find a way to try to like talk to me, but I'll let that slide. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, she's probably just trying to be friendly. So we go upstairs, we sit down, and then she's like, I want to dance with you, right? Flag number 2, that was okay. Like, when she kept trying to build a conversation, and then she wanted a sip of my drink, looking at me like this while she's sipping it, and we got the same fucking drink, cranberry with fucking apple Ciroc or blueberry Ciroc. It's like, bro, okay, we're talking, she said that she wants to dance, so we started dancing. Then she ends up kissing me, right? So when I'm tying her shoe, and then she ends up kissing, I think I take off her heel, I forgot what it was, but then she ends up randomly kissing me. And so I was kind of taken back, like, wow, like, this is random. I didn't ask for this, but she's not a bad kisser. She's actually a pretty good kisser. So I was going with it and everything was fine. And then we end up leaving because she says, I want you to cuddle with me. Come back and cuddle with me. We all know what the fucking cuddle, we all know what cuddle means, bro. Like, when she says cuddle, now I'm like, okay, I know what kind of species you is. I know how yous get down, and we's about to get down. So we go back to the hotel room, and then it's me, my friend at the time, the girl he's talking to, the girl I'm talking to for that night, and this white girl with a fat ass, right? Oh no, I hope I don't. Me, the white girl, and the girl I was talking to are underneath the covers. And it's not like, I'm not a lying ass nigga, so I'm not about to sit here and be like, yeah, I was fucking this girl and I flipped over on her back and I was dogging her out while I was eating out the other bitch, and I was donkey fucking them and I busted 3 nuts and I put it back in, and then I put it right back in. My shit was still hard and I was cracking that junk. I'm not about to sit here and tell you guys this full like Bang Bros like director cut story. I'm not gonna say all that, but I didn't even touch the white girl with the fat ass. Like, I was really just focused on the girl that I was with. So she keeps getting this phone, we're underneath the cover, she keeps getting these phone calls from this guy over and over and over again, which I go more in depth to in the story time. So if you guys want to see what happens with that, go check out the story time. But just getting calls and calls and calls. I'm like, bro, who is this nigga?
Trying to get the meet up, P.
Pizza, bro?
Hold up, P. Baby, I'm what the? Nah. Who the fuck is this?
Yeah, right? I'm thinking like, bro, like, it's like someone's dad like kick the door and then freaking like just freaking like kick the door and then like glass my shit, bro. Like, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. So I'm like hella fucking scared right now. Not scared. Let me tell you that. But I'm not scared, but I'm kind of looking like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, yo, who is this?
Yo, who the fuck is this?
I'm not trying to deal with no one's boyfriend. I'm not trying to deal with no one's brother, no like cousin, no like overprotective like dad or stepdad. I'm not trying to deal with really none of that shit. So I'm really like questioning like what the hell's going on. So I end up asking like, yo, you good? Like, who is that? Like, is everything straight? So I'm like, that's just annoying ass nigga. Like, I'm like, okay. Right, so I keep a pocket knife with me, so I'm kind of prepared, like in case like some bullshit goes on, but nothing's gonna go on. I'm pretty sure it wasn't that serious, and it wasn't. I know, as we're sitting there chilling, my friend at the time, the girl that he was wanted some ginger ale, so she was like, yeah, we'll go down and we'll get some. So we went down to go get some ginger ale. I think that was her excuse to just kind of like skate off and do like our own thing, so and leave. We went to go get some ginger ale, and we were sitting there touching each other, like, you know, kissing each other all up and down like the hallway and shit, all that shit. We ended up dropping off the ginger ale, and then she wanted to go for a walk, and again, like I said, you know what time you on. You're not slick, we know what time you're on. So we end up leaving. We end up going to the ice room. So there's like this long hallway, and there's like this ice room on the right hand side. It is a bougie ass hotel. So there's like, it's by Tyson's too, and Tyson's too has like Saint Laurent store, the Gucci store, the Saks Fifth, the Neiman Marcus. There's a really high like class area, right? And the hotel, the Hilton there is naturally gonna be a high class hotel. So they have like this fancy ass ice box. So I pick her up and I straddle her in the ice box and I like sit her on there. And this is when I kind of take off my clothes and I take off her clothes. Not everything, but just like her pants. And I start like, you know, fingering her and shit. And all you hear is there we go. Knew we had some soap left. Perfect. Again, I don't give a fuck how good you look. I'm not about to sit here and have sex with you. And she didn't know that. I don't think she really knew at that time that I was a virgin or not, even though I'm pretty sure I told her, but I don't think it really went through her head because she was drunk and I wasn't as drunk as her, but I know she wasn't drunk, but she was turned. And I wasn't as turned as her, but I definitely had like 3-4 like cups of alcohol. So I ended up getting an ass job. So an ass job is pretty much like a hand job with like a girl's ass cheeks, or a guy if you want to float that way. I don't, but this is me. So therefore I got an ass job, right? So I ended up like, you know, dry dogging her pretty much, and then I end up busting my nut like everywhere, all over the room. I put my clothes back on, she puts her clothes back on, and then we go back to the room, right? And then we end up going to sleep, and then I wake up and I dip. So when I dip, again, like I've been through this situation over so many times, and this is not the mode, the Miles mode that I'm able to be like more like caring and more like lovey-lovey. Like this is still the mode that, okay, like I got my nut, I'm gone. And I'm not gonna sit here and kiss you in the forehead and tell you goodbye because you're not my girl. And I'm not gonna paint it out for you to look like you're my girl, because I'm not trying to have any like false perception. I'm not trying to have you have this ideology that we're dating and we're really not. You feel me? So I'm not gonna do that to you. So I end up leaving, right? And then after I leave, like I'm at work, and then my friend at the time texts me. He's like, yo, like when you left, she was mad that you left and you didn't tell her. And I was like, what? And she was like saying, she woke up, she was like, damn, where's Prince Charming at? Like he's not even gonna tell me he's leaving. Like shit, that's fucked up. But hey, he's cute as fuck though. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I want his number, some shit like that. I think I heard snap, or I forgot what it was, but we ended up exchanging numbers. And then my friend at the time and the girl that he was talking to ended up telling her, like, you know he's a virgin, right? And then she was like, no, he's not. She kind of like scrubbed it off. They were like, no, like for real, he's really a virgin. Yeah, that was a funny, I started laughing. I thought that was hilarious. But you know, that being said, I ended up getting her number. We ended up talking. So a couple weeks go by, we ended up getting this hotel room that was like 4 nights straight, right? So we ended up getting this hotel room that's like 4 nights straight. And I had no idea, no kind of thought in my head about me losing my virginity. We ended up going to this club. Like I said, like we had like this power that we will skip the entire line. The line could be like 400 feet. The line can be like 2 blocks long. We'll skip the entire line. Some people wouldn't even check our IDs because we were regular, so they wouldn't even check our IDs. We'll just go straight in. They'll just pat us down. We're good. We'll go straight in. So we go inside. We're in the basement. And my friend Sebastian, he's a club promoter. The girl that I was talking to wants to be a club promoter, so she's sitting there talking to him. And I already bought a bottle for that night. Sebastian comes back to me out of respect. He's a real nigga, so out of respect, he comes back. He's like, yo, like, is it cool if I buy her a drink? And I'm like, no, because like I already bought drinks for the hotel room. So I'm not gonna sit here. I'm not the type of nigga that's gonna sit here and control what a woman can and cannot do. Like at the end of the day, if you rocking with me, and then you respect me, so therefore I'm gonna see how you carry yourself and see how you respect me by how you carry yourself. I'm not gonna sit here and control what you can and cannot do. Like if you respect me, then obviously you're not gonna cross boundaries and make me look stupid by fucking with another nigga when you're there, right? Coming here like 4 times a row, like the people that come here as regulars and everyone that works here, they know that we must be talking to some extent because we're always together. I told him like, nah, you know, cause like I've already got alcohol back for the hotel and all this other bullshit. So she ends up getting pissed at me because I pretty much like, to her, I'm like cock blocking her business or whatever the case may be, which I'm 100% not. Like you guys can sit there and talk about that. That's fine. Like I already bought you 2 drinks, and then on top of that, you bought yourself 2, and then you're getting another one, and then I bought a whole bottle back for the hotel. So I'm like, what the fuck? The way I think about it is like, it's like the same concept. Like say if I was getting ready to go on a date with a girl, right? And I reserved this sushi spot for us that we're gonna get fucking seafood at, and you're sitting here eating like fucking cheeseburgers and chicken tenders and fries. I'm like, bro, you keep eating all this appetizer shit while I fucking eating all this food, and I just like reserve a spot for us afterwards. Like it's just like when your parents get mad at you when they're making dinner, and like right when dinner's about to be finished, you're fucking making a sandwich and shit. It's like, my nigga, like I literally, you see me doing this, right? Like what the fuck? If I knew you was gonna eat now, then why would I be cooking for you right now? And that's kind of how I felt. Like if I knew you was gonna get turned now, then why would I buy this bottle for the both of us? Like what was the point? So we kind of getting mad, we kind of heated, like tension's kind of building up. So I kind of cool off when I walk off, right? She started making like doing these funny dances and shit. And then like, I ended up laughing. I couldn't be serious no more. So then everything was kind of cool, but I was still kind of mad. We went to the car when we talked about it. She was basically saying, we don't, it's not like we're dating, but it can be like that. You want it to be like that. I was pissed off in the club, not really because of how she handled that with the whole drink thing, but specifically because she told these two kids, I think they asked him like, is that like your boyfriend? She was like, it's not even like I'm dating this nigga. I'm not even dating him. Like, when you do that, you make me look like a goofy. You make me look like I can't control you. Like I look like I think I have you unlocked when I don't. Like you make me look stupid, and I don't fuck with that. Like if someone asks me, are you dating her? Are you talking to her? You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, she cool. That's all they have to know. They don't have to know nothing else but her being cool. It's none of their business. This is how I am, right? So I was mad at that. I addressed that. Everything was fine. We went back to the hotel room, and this is where things go crazy, okay? We go back to the hotel room. My friend at the time is squashing some bullshit that with his girl at the time, the girl he's talking to. Honestly, I don't give a fuck. So let's just keep that out there. Like, who cares about that shit? But we're sitting here talking about what really went down. I went back to the hotel room, okay? Because there is some low-key anger built up inside. I laid out the futon, right? Yes, real nigga laid out the futon, right? I got underneath the covers, and then I'm kissing her or whatever. I don't really remember exactly what happened. The only thing that I remember is that she's on top of me, straddling me, and then I'm like, her legs are like up like this, and I'm eating her out. Yes, this is the first time I ever ate the box. So I'm sitting there eating her out and shit, and it wasn't like it tasted like how I thought it would. It didn't taste bad, it didn't taste good, it didn't taste like anything. But sometimes I would expect it to taste like expected to taste like seaweed and fucking seawater and fish, and tuna, but it did not. Eating her out, she's like giving me like some crazy head, and I remember she made like this big like pop noise on my balls. Oh my Jesus Christ, bro. Like it was like taking a sledgehammer, like a lumberjack, and you just like bam, bam, like right on like cracking on the acorn, and you bust a nut. After that, I don't know what happened, but I flipped on her back. That's when I kind of stuck in it a little bit. Well, I thought to myself I was gonna take it out, but I was so drunk. I've never been this turned in my entire life, right? From this moment. I remember when she put the tip, I thought to myself, this is the dumbest thing ever. I really thought to myself, shit, like what the fuck? Like my dick is inside of her. I should take it out. It's halfway in. But I was like, but if I take it out, then I'm not gonna be a virgin no more. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stroke it one time. If I like it, I'm gonna do it. But if I don't like it, I'm not gonna do it. Mind you, as I'm saying this, my penis is like this much in there. So it's already like an inch in, right? So I'm starting to thinking this to myself. The whole time I thought to myself, I was like, but wait, but it's already in. So if I take it out, I still lost my virginity. Fuck it. So literally, no pun intended. So I stroked it one time and I was like, yo, this shit kind of fire, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And I end up doing the futon, boom, 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 that shit bouncing up and down, literally. I was off the DJ, bruh. The OJ, that's the orange, that's all cool, that's good for the morning mimosas and all that soft little pussy shit. But then you got the real nigga shit, which is the DJ, okay? And I call that the demon juice, my nigga. And the demon juice is the Hennessy. I was on the Hennessy dick. I was on the Henny dick, bruh. I was going crazy in the guts. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I was going straight in, and then for like a good 20 minutes straight, rearranging guts, and sadly in only one position. But once when I took it out, but I've never blasted so much nut in my entire nut flying all over the room, flying right over her forehead, up her titty and shit, up her stomach, everywhere on her leggings, like behind her, like this shit just flew. Like it was like two nuts, like back to back. No, I did not make her come. Every single time after that, I did, but I'm a virgin, so cut me some slack. I had just lost it, cut me some slack. She got slumped like Mayweather knocked her in the head. So she slumped the fuck out, and I did my job. She knocked out. I was on my phone for like probably like 20 minutes. For like 2 minutes, I kind of looked up and feeling like, damn, I'm no longer a virgin. And I fell asleep. I was like, wow, like my balls are completely drained. Like if it was just a sack, like a flapping sack, like an iguana's neck, like a chicken's neck, that's literally what my balls were. Like, yeah, and that was pretty much what it was. And I don't regret it. Like a lot of people sit here and be like, nigga, like you gonna regret it, then you gonna all this shit. I don't regret it. Like, I don't hold nothing against her. I didn't have more feelings for her because she took my virginity, and it wasn't like I regret her taking my virginity. Like, at the time I really cared. At the time I cared about her, and it was a funny experience. and I'll never forget it. And it was cool for what it was. I don't regret. There's a lot of girls I could have had sex with, but I honestly don't regret anything. And there are some girls that, you know, the girls I flaked on, I hit back up after me and her ended, and I ended up having sex with them. So like I don't really miss on anything. It was an interesting experience. I hope you guys enjoyed that story time for what it was, but it is what it is. So that being said, I have another story time coming for y'all soon, another sexual one. I know you guys love these sexual stories. But that being said, peace out and something like all you guys did. Well, this is $1 Million Dreams signing out. We got another $1 Million video. If you're not following your dreams, what are you doing? I'm out. Peace.
Niggas move like hoes on did it, bitch. Yo, I will put a fucking hole in your fitting bitch.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.